So,
Well, hello, good evening, everyone. This is your host, Von Choice, and you're watching the Organic Intelligence Lifestyle Show here on the big World Wide Web, the internet. And we're here with a very special guest tonight, an amazing performer who was born and bred in Louisiana and now lives in Las Vegas. Everybody, put your hands together for the lovely and mesmerizing Mocha Blue Blaze.
yay!
Yay.
Wow.
So, how are you tonight?
Good. I'm good. I'm feeling
Great,
great.
great. Awesome,
I'm
awesome.
feeling golden.
Which we will get into, hopefully.
Hmm.
Let's start off with you kind of telling the people, I guess let's give them a formal introduction into who you are. Who are you, and what's your stage name? We don't need to know your personal name, if your.
Okay. I'm Mocha Blue Blaze. I am an artist in every sense of the word. I am a singer-songwriter. I'm a visual artist. I'm an actress. I'm an author. I'm an artist.
Well-rounded indeed. Well-rounded. So, let's get right into this. How did you get into art and music?
I was, you know how they say, I woke up like this.
Oh,
I was born like this. I don't know. Um, well, when I was 4 years old is when I knew I wanted to be a poet and a singer. I was listening to this rap, well, not rap. It was a poetry group called the Watts Prophets,
oh
and
yeah.
they did this song called Rapping Black, or I think their album was called Rapping Black. I don't know what. I was really young,
Right, yeah.
but I was listening to them, and they had a singer, and they were, reciting all their poetry and stuff. And I told my daddy, I said, "That's what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a singer and a poet." So
Wow, the legendary Watts Prophets.
yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Um, what? So like, tell us a little bit about your influences. Who kind of influenced you, other than obviously the Watts Prophets had a huge influence on you early on, way early on in your life. But who are some of the other influences in your world?
Well, Daddy used to play a lot of blues and jazz, and my mom sang in the church choir, and so she would sing a lot of that blues and jazz right along with the record. I admired that. That influenced me more to sing. My mother and the artists that we were listening to was people like, of course, Aretha Franklin, Nina Simone, um, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. Uh, we listened to a lot of that, and then more, I'd say at that time, modern music or whatever, 70s and 80s music, Shaka Khan, people
Right.
like that. Prince, oh my
Yeah. Well, I
God.
definitely hear a lot of the Nina Simone influence on you. You have a very, very, very unique voice for today's modern style of vocalist. Like your vocals are very unique. I think people are going to enjoy your sounds much more so than a lot of other artists. Myself, that's how I feel about it.
Wow, thanks.
Um, so, tell us a bit about your previous. I know you have some material, some art, some music and stuff. Can you kind of tell us about some of your previous projects?
Well, my first album where I'm singing, I collabed with Mr. Christian Simeon. He was the producer on that album. It was called Chocolate Rhythm, and it was awesome working with him. And I'm excited because I'm working with him again. So that was my first singing album. Uh, since then, I've worked with a few other producers, but uh, I'm working on a new spoken word album right now, or well, it's a fusion of spoken word and vocals. And I'm
Right.
very, very excited about it, and it's got me going for the gold.
So tell us a little bit. Can you kind of tell us a bit about the new record and what's going on? I'll tell you what. Just give us. You had a record before. It's a few years old. Can you tell us about that record first?
Umkulu Gumbo?
Yes.
Umkulu Gumbo. Umkulu Gumbo, um, Umkulu is Zulu for music, and gumbo is an African word for okra soup. So it's a mixture. It's like a soup of genres. Umkulu is. I wanted to pull in all of the things that I like to do, and I like to do different genres. I don't like to kind of get stuck.
Okay.
But so Umkulu just gives you a taste of all of that different stuff.
Right on. So what about this new record? Can you give us any? I know how artists are about, talking about records before they're ready, but just give us a little indication of what's going on for the new album.
It's been a long time coming. It's based in a build of my wisdom in learning how to embrace my environment, and the album is about that expression.
Okay.
A lot of love stuff.
Okay, gotcha. So that's kind of like the inspiration for this new record is your growth as a woman and the themes and the life the things in life that kind of go with that.
Right. My growth in wisdom and love and understanding that really we're wise when we embrace love in all its different forms.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, initially my questions that I was going to ask you were about songs, previous songs that were some of your favorites that you've written for records, as well as trying to sneak a few of the new song titles from you for the new record. But what about the first part of this question, which is what are some of your favorite songs or some of your fans' favorite songs from your previous record?
Medicine Woman.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, Medicine Woman. It speaks my heart. That's that I enjoy singing that song.
What exactly is that about? If you could elaborate on it, what inspired you to write that? What it's about?
Well, it's about curing the world.
Curing the world. Okay.
Curing the world. I believe that the relation of men and women, when that's healed, we heal the world. So, Medicine Woman is talking about what we as women can do, giving our men medicine for their healing. And I feel like if men and women learn how to love each other, then they can show their children how to love each other, and we make the world a better place.
Okay, it's a positive message. Positive messages. I always try and tell people to prioritize positive people. So that's a wonderful thing. So I guess I can't really squeeze any of the new song titles out of you, but so I guess can you kind of tell us what's in the future? What's happening for you right now? Well, I guess one of my main questions is do you enjoy recording or performing live more?
Wow, that's a hard question. I can't say which one I love more.
Oh, wow.
There's a euphoria in being on stage and singing things that come from your heart that it beats out a whole lot of stuff that people say they do and it feels good.
So it's like therapy?
It's like therapy.
Okay. Okay.
But therapy, that's light to describe it for me.
Right, right.
I hate to say it, but I'm just going, it's better than sex.
Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe not all the time, but it's up there. It's
now,
up there.
Now the men out there are like, oh, you just say you had it with me. So you
Well, I love performing. I love performing. I love artistic expression, but I really love singing. I love it.
Right.
And recording is beautiful too, because it's like giving birth to children.
Okay.
You know, it's like creating and giving birth to children, and then when your stuff is recorded and it's out there, you never know who's listening to it. So it's like you can touch like countless lives. So that's why I like to put out good stuff that says good stuff, that's encouraging people, or it's like within the moment of listening to a song, I feel if it's a good song, I get into it. It's like another world, and it can be a healing thing. It can make you smile. It can make you cry. It can work out some emotions in all different spectrums. So, yeah, I love music.
Right, right on. Well, I guess I wanted to know, what's the future look like? I know you have a new record coming. Do you know possibly when that record might be coming, since you don't want to give us a title or song tracks? Do you have an idea of when you're trying to possibly get us a new record?
Well, I'm going to give you guys a clue. I may update this soon. All I'm going to say is the number 9.
Okay, all right, well.
Look to the 9.
Cryptic, but okay, I like that. Well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Mocha Blaze is a singer, songwriter, artist, visual artist, that is, as well as a musical artist, promoter, political activist, actress. Her talent knows no bounds, and she has tons of things going on right now. Could you tell the people where they could see, some of your stuff, or the usual website?
Well, mochaBlueBlaze.com is my website. I have a lot of music right now that's on sale through CD Baby, but it's on iTunes and all the digital download places.
Is that where they can get Unkulu Gumbo?
Unkulu Gumbo, yes.
iTunes, Amazon, places like that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you hanging out with us for a few moments today, Mocha.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we love for you to come back when the new album's ready, and so we can kind of play some tunes and let people hear what's going on. So we appreciate you, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for gracing us with your wonderful banter and music. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Alrighty. We'll see you guys soon.